Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secret on this gorgeous frosty February morning here in the Eden Valley. Today's soap is going to be called the Queen of Hearts, so let's get some lovely hearts made first of all, and then we'll get into making the soap. Enjoy the video. So today's colours are going to be Cool Pink from You Make It Up. I love this pink. You can't buy from You Make It Up, but if I find the supplier that carries it, I will put it in the description box below the video. My favourite green this last year is just straight green oxide. I absolutely love it. It's deep and rich and velvety and luscious. We're also using mineral makeup ingredients Bright Gold. I want some of this soap to be gold, but I don't want it to be very gold. So normally if I wanted a really deep gold, I'll use Aztec Gold. I haven't used Aztec Gold for a long time. If you've noticed, I used to only use Aztec Gold. And like in the olden days, I only had one pink that I always used. Whatever my favourite pink is, that was the one I used for every pink going. Same with the green. I always had apple green from Gracefruit, which you can't get anymore. But the good thing is, with your primary colours, you can actually make all of the colours that you want just out of your primary colours. So the green is from Mineral Makeup Ingredients. I'm going to put a link to those in the description box below the video. Now, I previously poured some little mini hearts. You can get these silicone molds cheap as chips on Amazon. I think they come in packs of 4, or you can buy one, and they make just a tiny little cute heart. Now I'm actually going to cut these into 2 and scrape off the ugly part that's always on the back, this part that you can see. But if you look at it, it looks so neat when it's unmolded on that side. I want to get rid of the, I guess it's kind of like what do you call it? Well, it doesn't matter, I can't remember. So the fragrance I'm going to be using today is English Pear and FREESIA. Nice for this time of year when the sun is starting to shine a little bit. I know it's only February, but the sun is there. So we're going to start off by mixing those 3 colours. I don't know why I've got 4. Well, I'll also put a link to these pots in the description box below the video. And I've got a 1 tablespoonful measurement here. Incidentally, it also says how many mils 1 tablespoonful is. It's 15 mils. Did you know that? So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, That's 4 tablespoonfuls in each pot. Always put your lid straight back on, because if you're anything like me, clumsy, you'll end up knocking them over. Actually, you can see on the knife how gorgeous those colours are going to look together, can't you? I love this gold knife, but I don't like what it's made of. It's one of those, you know, fingernails down the chalkboard kind of noises. I don't like what it sounds like when you're cutting with it. And then I've got 3 of my new whisks that I'm going to use to blend those in today. And I don't want a lot of concentrated colour at all. I want them to be really delicate, almost transparent, so not dense. I don't want my colours to be dense today. Actually, I don't think I need 3, just 1 will do. Because the gold going into the pink's not going to make any difference, and the pink into the green's not going to make any difference either. You can always start with the lightest colour first. This pink is the perfect colour for a certain well-known brand, which I'm not going to mention at the moment because I was thinking might actually do a video. See if you can guess which popular brand this colour is identical to. Now, even if you do guess, I might not be able to say, yeah, you got it right. Because that'll spoil the surprise of the video I'm going to do, won't it? So I will like everybody's comments that places a comment down below the video, but I won't say whether it's right or wrong. Now also, while I'm talking about comments, last month we gave away a prize, the first one of its kind, to Lee and Monica, because Lee and Monica is my biggest fan as far as comments go. She comments on every single video. She even comments on community tab posts and short videos she comments on. She might have missed the odd one or two, but generally she doesn't. So what I'm going to do going forward is every 2 or 3 months, maybe once a quarter would be a good idea. Every 3 months I'm going to give away £30 worth of stock to whoever my, and I call it biggest fan, but I don't like that word fan, but I guess my biggest viewer that comments. But it means me having to keep a really close eye on, and what I had been doing is I've been keeping an eye on until I announced this, counting up how many comments different people had. So it gave me a top 5 of who my biggest viewers are. Now, I don't know why they stopped doing it, because I think it would be really good to let us know who our biggest fans are. YouTube stopped that because it was in the analytics at one time. So all you had to do was click on the analytics to find out who watches your videos the most. But now you've physically got to go through and have a look. I wish that was still there. If anybody from YouTube's watching, I'm sure you won't be, but if anybody from YouTube's watching, please bring that back, because that'll really encourage people to watch our videos more, and it'll help us to see who our biggest viewers are. So I really need to make a lot more soap loaves. I'm sure I said this in another video. I think I might have cut it out of the video though, so I'm saying it again just in case I did forget to put it in the video. Someone that's local was asking me to bring her a bar of soap. Every now and again she buys a bar of soap off me, and she was asking what fragrances have I got in, and I thought, well, I'll just have a look on the website while she was there, and we went through them, and I didn't realise I don't actually have a lot of variety in a cold processed soap slice, which I think I should have a lot more variety in, because it is my best selling product. So over the coming months we're gonna build the sliced soap range up, so we've got a lot more variety with fragrance. Now, if you're very familiar with fragrances and you want to suggest some, I'd love you to do that, but I specifically would rather have fragrances that don't discolour. I'm not so bothered if they I don't want them to seize, which means sets the soap instantly, but I don't mind a medium trace or a slow mover or something like that, but I prefer something that doesn't discolour, which I know I've mentioned a lot lately. I think we'd be really lucky to think that 25% of fragrances around the world don't discolour. A lot more discolour than don't. I've been dying to try one of these ceramic knives for ages, so I finally got one, and it's weird. Ow! I've cut myself. So you can actually almost see through them, so I'm just feel like it could be that delicate. I could just snap it in half. That's what it feels like. So what we're going to do, I'm going to cut all of these hearts down, and we'll just try this knife and see if it's any good for doing this job, or whether I need a scalpel. Yeah, it's fine. Declan used to be into knives and that, and he's got quite a lot of knives, and I got him a knife for Christmas Day once, and he did exactly the same, like press the knob to open it, because you know, like mountaineering knives, you know, the blade folds away, so it was folded away, and he opened it and he cut himself straight away. Okay, so we're just going to separate off some soap to put in this squeezy bottle. I bought these came yesterday, 450ml squeezy bottles. So I haven't quite filled it up to 450ml. So I want some pale green, some pale pink, some natural and some pale gold. And the natural, I don't want as much of that one. Just trying 1.4 kilos. Well, mils really. $1,400 ml. Definitely don't want much of the natural, so it looks like we're going to be able to go up to 1,600. Now what we're going to do is just add, I was actually starting to make this yesterday and time ran away with me, and then it was John and Declan coming in from work, so I didn't actually get it done. So these were mixed yesterday, and as you can see the colour separates from the olive oil there, so you need to mix that back in before you use it. And we're just going for a nice delicate quantity of colour in each, so I'm not going to put too much in. It looks like we need a bit more of the gold in there, doesn't it? Better. It's more like what we're looking for. Right, because we're not using that anymore today, we'll just put a lid on it. Always best to do just a little bit in your pot at a time. Just a little bit of colour until you've got the desired colour that you want. So the last video you saw me mention why wasn't I here for the past 2 weeks, and I did actually film me telling you why, but I've edited it out of the video by accident. So I'm just going to tell you why I have been missing in action. Unfortunately, my mum had a mini stroke. I know you're going to be concerned because you're so caring, all of you. She's okay, she's fine. She's recovered very, very fast. And she's incredible, really, considering. She isn't quite 100%, like she can't remember everything, but she can remember a heck of a lot. But the one thing she's really struggling with is her postcode, because she's obviously lived in a few houses. She's remembering our old postcode of the house where I grew up. But she's gonna be fine. So I went and stayed with her. There's 3 of us as children. There's me, my sister and my brother. My mum and dad divorced years ago, which I won't go into. So yeah, the 3 of us were just being taken turns looking after her, basically. And I got the during the week duty last week, so I went to stay with her. And like it was a really good rest. I didn't have to do anything. I had no internet. She doesn't have an internet. I had 4G, but I couldn't make any videos or anything because all my information is on my desktop here at home. So yeah, there was nothing I could do. So I was telling you what I've been doing on a daily basis in the last video, but you didn't know why I was telling you that. I was telling you that each day's been a routine. She's got Freeview, so she doesn't have Sky, she's got Freeview. So every day was the chase, bargain hunt, some antiques roadshow program, neighbours and home and away, which you get at dinner time and in the evening time as well, at tea time. A little bit of the news, a bit of the Winter Olympics, a lot of the chase. Play your cards right. I think I watched the chase and I feel like I became an expert, but I always say that type of thing when I'm learning something, it's like called beginner's luck. And I think there is such a thing, because when I start to learn something, I can do really well at it, but then as time goes on, I just become rubbish at it. I'm just going to pop this ivory into the squeezy bottle. We'll try to use all of that up. During the process of this making of this soap. Right, so there's something else that I did in a video the other day that I must have edited out as well, and it was, if you're wondering how to work out a percentage, say you've got 5 kilos of soap and you want to work out what 3% of that is, or 2% of that, or 6% or 10% or whatever. There are ways you can do it without using your computer, but the easiest way to do it is just type in. So say I had 5 kilos of soap and I wanted to use 3% of that as fragrance. All you do is type in what is 3% of 5 kilos, what is 2% of 4 kilos, what is 1.5% of 6 kilos. Just do that. The answer's given to you online. That's the brilliant thing with computers. Okay, so we're starting off with the green, so I'm only putting the fragrance in the green now, just in case it has some acceleration with it. I'm hoping not. It's looking good so far. Right, time to pour. So what I want to do is just pour so much of the green in. until we've got a nice layer on the bottom. So we'll just not pour all of it in there. And then what I want to do is I want to kind of do what we did yesterday and just put a bit of the white in. Just thinking it might be better if I do it this way on. Yeah, I think it will. Now obviously you can't see much of that design at all. It's thickening up, so we're just using the spoon to break the fall of the soap batter again, like we did in the last soap. Yeah, so I would call this a medium acceleration on this fragrance, which actually is kind of perfect for what we're doing here. I don't want a perfect layer, and then we're just going to go in again with some of this cream. I want natural. It's wanting to slip out of my hand. And then we're going to layer it up. We'll go with the pink next, and then we'll do the same with the gold, and then we're just going to put the white on the top. So if you've been watching me for a long time, you will all know how much I love a pink and green colour combo. I'm absolutely in love with this pink. I've always loved the fluorescent pink the best, but at the moment I'm absolutely loving this one. I have no idea what this is even going to look like, but again, it's just something I've come up with in my head. Sometimes they look great in the head and not great in real life, and then other times they don't look so great but they come out fantastic. And I think it's working well. Right, time for the gold. And apart from the making of all the hearts, it's a pretty easy technique so far, don't you think? Just want nice fresh colours for spring. Anyone for meal? Right, now then, I'm just gonna, I've obviously got some left over here, and I'm thinking I might just mix that in with that creamy colour, so we're not wasting anything. And we end up with a really, really pastel-y gold. Waste not, want not. That's how the saying goes, isn't it? Okay, so we're just about ready to spoon some soap on the top. I think I should have made a scraper. And then on top of these scoops, we're going to place the hearts. Now, I know I've seemed to have done a lot of hearty type soaps this year, and that's because love is for life, not just Valentine's Day. So of course all of the soaps are not going to be all Valentine soaps or lovey-dovey soaps, but you know, I think this COVID situation has definitely taught us to appreciate the people we love, whether it's family or friends, and it's made it very acceptable to tell the people that we love them. So if you want to tell someone you love them with a piece of my soap, why not do that? Right, that's that for that part. Makes it look neater. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that's definitely better, isn't it? And then we'll place these beautiful, beautiful hearts on the top, and hope the soap stays soft enough that we can do that with them all. Oop. It's looking a little bit thick, isn't it? When the soap gets too thick, the texturing doesn't look as neat, but we're okay. I think what I did was I got my spoon, my kebab stick in there, and I scooped up some of it from underneath. Right, now we're going to place these gorgeous hearts on there. So I literally went through all those hearts and I cut them in half. So we've got some nice thin hearts, and we're going to put at least one of each colour on each slice. I think we need more than one, more than three, don't we? No. So here we go. This is what they look like unmolded, and you can see that colour combination is just so fresh, so clean, so spring, so delicate, just absolutely lush. So let's get this baby cut, shall we? Just cutting a slither off the end first. Ooh, that is not what I thought. That is definitely different to what I expected. So we'll see as we go through. It's so pretty though. Gorgeous colours. And there we have just a super pretty, luscious, fresh, just such a cool looking soap. I love it. I love the colours. Yeah, very, very happy with this one. Even though it still didn't quite turn out how I expected. I expected the lines that I did in the bars, you know, the horizontal lines, I expected them more or less to show up as dots really, but they haven't. They've sort of turned into a layer, but it doesn't matter because I still love it, and I hope you love it too. And don't forget to tune in very soon for another video from me, Karen at Eden Secret. And also don't forget, I'm keeping an eye on who comments the most on my videos, on the recent videos. It's no good going back and putting loads of comments on my old videos because I probably won't even see those comments. I have 1,000 videos, so if you place comments on the older ones, I might not see them. So just say keep it to within as we continue down this road with this giveaway to see who comments the most on every single video. Keep it to the last 10. So whatever date you place in a comment or whatever date I upload the video, if you want to go back and put lots of comments on other videos, just go back 10 videos, and then I will get to see them all. But it's going to be a lot harder to keep track because I notice a lot of you have started placing more comments, which is exactly what I want you to do. So thanks for that. You're helping me while I'm helping you. I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.
There are also 4 individual bids to throw. I go for 50%.